Good morning, students. Yesterday, I discussed the summary of the lesson The Best Christmas Present in the World. In this video, I am going to start the explanation of this lesson line by line. So, let's start. There are some dates or periods of time in the history of the world that are so significant that everyone knows and remembers them. Students, some dates which are related to the historical event or some other important event are remembered. Okay, like we remember 26th January, 15th August 1947. These are dates which have their significance. Similarly, the dates of First World War and the Second World War are also remembered. The story you will read mentions one such date and event, a war between the British and the Germans in 1914. Means it is First World War. Can you guess which war it was? Yes, it was First World War, which was fought between British and Germans during 1914 and 1918. I spotted it in a junk shop in Bridport, a roll top desk. The men said it was early 19th century and oak. I had wanted one, but they were far too expensive. This one was in a bad condition, the roll top in several pieces, one leg clumsily mended, scorch marks all down one side. So, students, the author found a roll top desk in a junk shop in Bridport. The author was not in the condition of buying a new one, so he thought of buying a second hand one, okay? Because he was getting it at a good price, at a cheaper price, although it was in bad condition, but it could be repaired. So the author decided to repair it. In this line, the difficult word is clumsily. Clumsily means in an awkward manner, okay, which was not looking graceful. Scotch marks all down one side. It was going for very little money. I thought I could restore it. It would be a risk, a challenge, but I had to have it. The author said that although it was a challenge, it was a risk because the roll top desk was in a very bad condition, but it could be restored. I paid the man and brought it back to my workroom at the back of the garage. I began work on it on Christmas Eve. So the author started repairing it. I removed the roll top completely and pulled out the drawers. Students, you can see the roll top desk in the picture. So he removed the roll top completely, means the top layer. He removed it and pulled out the drawers which were underneath it. The veneer had lifted almost everywhere. What is veneer? It is a thin layer of plastic or decorative wood on furniture of cheap wood. So there was the thin layer on the roll top desk to make it attractive, and it had lifted almost everywhere. It had been torn. It looked like the water damage to me. So the author thought that the roll top desk got damaged by the water. Both fire and water had clearly taken their toll on this desk. Means they both have damaged the desk. The desk was in good condition, but the fire and water damaged it. The last drawer was stuck fast. I tried all I could to ease it out gently. It was becoming very difficult for the author to pull out the last drawer, but he tried his best and pull it out. In the end, I used brute force, means he pulled hard. He used all his strength. I struck it sharply with the side of my fist, and the drawer flew open to reveal a shallow space underneath. So there was a shallow space underneath, a secret drawer. What did the author discover? The author discovered a secret drawer. There was something in there. I reached in and took out a small black tin box. There was a small black tin box in the secret drawer. Cellotaped to the top of it was a piece of lined note paper. So there was note paper which was pasted on it. Not pasted, it was taped actually, okay? Cello taped on it. And written on it in shaky handwriting, Jim's last letter received January 25, 1915. To be buried with me when the time comes. Now, students, you can imagine the author has bought a rolled-top desk for a cheaper price. He was trying to repair it and he found a black tin box in a secret drawer. When he opened the box, actually, he did not open, on the top of it, he found a piece of lined note paper. On it, it was written Jim's last letter. It made him curious. Now he wanted to read the letter. I knew as I did it that it was wrong of me to open the box. The author was aware, okay, he was conscious that it is wrong to read someone else's letter. But curiosity got the better of my scruples, means he was forced to read the letter. Scruples means the feelings that make you hesitate to do something wrong. So the scruples means the feelings of author which told him not to do anything wrong. These feelings were defeated and he started reading the letter. Inside the box there was an envelope. The address read Mrs. Jim McPherson, 12 Copper Beaches, Bridport, Dorset. So he got the address also. The letter was written by Jim McPherson to his wife, Mrs. Jim McPherson. The address is also mentioned, 12 Copper Beaches, Bridport, Dorset. I took out the letter and unfolded it. It was written in pencil. Students, it was written in pencil and dated at the top, December 26, 1914. Means the year when the First World War had just begun. So students, in the next video, I will explain the letter. Dearest Connie, you can see in the second part. Now the letter, the content of the letter has been given in the lesson and the author will read it. It is the most interesting part of this lesson. If you have any doubt in this part, you can ask. Thank you.